Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. So in Nier Reincarnation, we have the return of the Final Fantasy XIV collaboration. I highly doubt there will be a second banner for the event. So let's look ahead to summer and 2.5 anniversary, and what costumes could be released there. I hear a lot of people saying that they are saving for that. We'll talk about summer first, because that is pretty straightforward. Anniversary is anything but straightforward. For summer, I have my usual categories predicting who is perhaps likely to get costumes. And as usual, the very likely category is full of pretty girls because they are what drive sales on banners in Japanese mobile games. I can nearly guarantee at least one of these will be released. Hina also falls into that category, but I wonder if the developers know that we're all kind of Hina Yuzuki fatigued, so she's in likely instead. Udil is in unlikely because he just got a limited release in the Final Fantasy XIV Samurai, but I put Lars in likely because he's still so underrepresented for being the most popular male character. And I'm personally pulling for Griff. Lavania Summer I still have a hard time visualizing, but with Demus and Priyat, there's room for fun or tongue-in-cheek costumes, so we'll call them dark horses. I've been playing Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom lately, and one of the costumes has Link with a high ponytail and bangs, and that's a cool look, literally and figuratively, and it will look good on Demus. Okay, next let's talk about Anniversary, and this is a riddle wrapped in a mystery inside an enigma. The problem here is that we have all of the characters already, so there's no telling who or what is next, if anything. I have some possibilities listed on the right, but first let's talk about what happened at second Anniversary. They released 2 limited banners of 3 characters each in quick succession, which I found baffling and troubling. They could have easily saved F66X, Hina, and Yuzuki for 2.5 anniversary, and I don't think anyone would have been upset about that. But they pulled this move that smacks of greed, and for these developers who make their games so free-to-play friendly, it was really out of character. I read it then, and I still read it, as the developer speeding up the release schedule, perhaps as a sign that there wasn't a lot of time left for the life of the game, and that coupled with various other warnings like the end of English voiceover led me to speculate on the shutdown of the game earlier in the year. But since then, new information has come to light, and it seems the game is going to go well beyond 2.5 anniversary, so let's think about the release possibilities. The first is nothing, which was my immediate gut feeling back at second anniversary. I reasoned the developers moved up the release of the second banner characters because they wanted to give folks time with them, and that there would have been no release at 2.5. This is still a possibility, and I wonder what that would look like. Different banners offered at once featuring different characters, buffs for older costumes, some free pulls. The next possibility is if characters, versions of characters we already have, but from different realities, like human form Priyat or human form Lavania, or story supporting characters that would serve as versions of the actual characters, like Argo's daughter or Gale's sister. White versions are what I hear most. We are done with all the characters in black, next let's redo them but in white, that kind of thinking. This seems very possible to me. And then Nier characters would be fun and be basically printing money. Anniversary A2, Kaine, Zero. This is the one that I hope for most, personally. And then finally is playable versions of pod-type characters like Mama and Carrier. I doubt they will ever make playable versions of these characters. I think they will always ever just be pods. Alright, I think that's it. I am very curious to see how 2.5 anniversary plays out, including how they handle new costume releases. I think we'll be able to read deeply between the lines there. Alright, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.